Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. This is an A1 level listening video. In this lesson we're going to be learning about how to give your name and personal identification information, concentrating on pronunciation and spelling. Alright, so we have to look at these pieces of information, and we often need to give information about ourselves to others. So these are all different sorts of identification cards. They all have similar information though. Person's name, their date of birth, telephone number, the date that the ID card expires. This one, it looks like it's to an ID card for a swim club. This one is to a yoga health club. It has some of the similar information. This one appears to be a work ID, so it has the name of the company and the person's job title or occupation in addition to their date of birth and telephone number. All right, so what kind of ID is this? Well, we can see that it is a passport. So what is the ID number? The ID number is found here. It would be N3768501. And when does it expire? Well, that would be found here. The date of expiration would be January 4th, 2026. And how do you spell the person's name? Well, his last name is Henriksen, so we would spell that Henrickson. First name Jeremy, Jeremy, and middle name Holt, Holt. So it's very important to learn the names of the letters and the numbers, because sometimes, especially over the phone, you may be asked to spell your name or spell out, give numbers, whether it's a phone number, an address. So it's very important to know the English pronunciations of all of the letters. All right. Next, do you belong to any club or organization? Do you have a piece of ID for it? And do you have a membership number? So we're going to listen to a short conversation, and I want you to think about what kind of information do you think you will hear? Age, address, date of birth, nationality, full name, and phone number. So let's listen.
Good morning.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
I'm new to the swimming centre. I'd like to join.
Okay. Can I have your name?
Simon.
And your family name? Your surname?
DeWalt.
Can you spell it? D-E...
D-E space capital W-A-L-T.
And your phone number?
416-537-6608. Let me repeat that for you.
All right, I'll play it again, and this time I will check off the information that we hear.
Good morning.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
I'm new to the swimming centre. I'd like to join.
Okay. Can I have your name?
Simon.
And your family name? Your surname?
DeWalt.
Can you spell it? D-E...
D-E space capital W-A-L-T.
And your phone number?
416-537-6608. Let me repeat that for you.
All right, so we're going to listen again to the information, and this time you're going to choose the correct answers.
Good morning.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
I'm new to the swimming centre. I'd like to join.
Okay. Can I have your name?
Simon.
And your family name? Your surname?
DeWalt.
Can you spell it? D-E...
D-E space capital W-A-L-T.
And your phone number?
416-537-6608. Let me repeat that for you.
All right, so hopefully for his name, you got letter B because he had said DE space capital WALT, and then his phone number 416-537-6608. All right, so for phone numbers, we can either say O or 0. For example, my phone number is 603-502-0517, or you could say 603-502-0517. Double is when a number is repeated. For example, my phone number is 772-100-1893. So in numbers, that would be 77 would be 77, and then 2, 772, 100, 1893. That's how you would write that in numbers. So 772, 100, 1893. And we often say phone numbers in groups of 3. So practice saying these numbers. 1-479-098-463, 264-5368, 907-457-4322, or you could say 99004772. All right, so now making a reservation. Where do you like to eat, and do you usually make a reservation? So you're going to listen to a person making a reservation by phone. So which words do you think you will hear? Booking, car park, people, tonight, menu, credit card, today, and o'clock. So these are some of the things that you might be listening for. And then before we listen, we're going to read the questions. So what is the family name of the person who calls the restaurant? For how many people is the booking? What time is the reservation? And what is her phone number? So let's listen.
Good afternoon. James speaking.
Hi, can I make a booking for 6 tonight?
What time?
For 7 p.m. No, wait, can we make it for 8 p.m.?
8 p.m. for 6 people. And your name?
Rodriguez.
Okay, that's R-O-D...
R-O-D-R-I-G-U-E-Z, and my number?
Yes, please.
514-004-1143.
Great. See you tonight at 8 p.m. Ciao.
All right, I'll play it again, and this time I will write down the answers to each of the questions.
Good afternoon. James speaking.
Hi, can I make a booking for 6 tonight?
Okay, so for 6 tonight, that would be 6 people. So for number 2, for how many people is the booking? So it is for 6 people.
What time?
For 7 p.m. No, wait, can we make it for 8 p.m.?
Okay, so number 3, what time is the reservation? It is for 8 p.m.
8 p.m. for 6 people. And your name?
Rodriguez.
Okay, that's R-O-D...
Rodriguez, and my number
Okay, so Rodriguez. She said Z. In US, in American English, we usually say Z, but you can say Z or Z. And then she's going to give her phone number.
Yes, please.
514-004-1143.
Great. See you tonight at 8 p.m. Ciao.
Repeat that part with the phone number. Missed a little bit of that.
514-004-1143.
Great. See you tonight at 8 p.m. Ciao.
For 514-004-1143. All right, so now practice writing a dialogue to make a reservation at the Emperor tomorrow evening for 8 people at 8:30, and then write another dialogue making a reservation for next Sunday morning at 11 a.m. at Dim Sum King for a group of 5. So you can pause the video, do that on your own, and then restart when you're ready to go over the answers. Okay, so reservation 1, if you call the restaurant, so we would probably start with the restaurant employee. They would answer the phone and say, "Hello, the Emperor Restaurant. John speaking." And then the customer might say something like, "Hi, John. Could I please make a reservation for 8 people for tomorrow night?" And then John would say, "Sure. What time would you like?" The customer, 8:30 p.m., please. And then John would probably say something like, "Okay, and could I please have a name and phone number?" And the customer would say something like, "Sure, the name is Smith, and my number is 555-1212. All right, so this is pretty much the format that you would give for any reservation. For this one, you would just substitute the different day and time, number of people, and the name of the restaurant, but the rest of it would pretty much be the same. All right, so this is making a flight booking. So what information can you say about these flights? Well, we have from, this is where the flight starts from, and then this would be the destination where it's going to, the time that it's leaving the starting point, and then the time that it's arriving at the destination. Duration is how long it would be the number of hours between these two times, the name of the airline, and the flight number. So we have a flight from Sydney to Singapore, departs Sydney at 11:15, arrives in Singapore at 16:30. The duration of the flight is 8 hours and 15 minutes. It's on Qantas Airlines, and the flight number is QF81. Next, we have a flight from London to New York, departs London at 8:30, arrives in New York at 11:05. The duration is 7 hours and 35 minutes. It's on British Airways, and the flight number is BA0117. Next, there's a flight from Beijing to Harbin, leaves Beijing at 7:20, arrives at Harbin at 9:20. The duration is 2 hours. The airline is China Air. The flight number is CA1621. Then we have a flight from Santiago to Sao Paulo. It leaves Santiago at 1:10, arrives in Sao Paulo at 5:55. The flight is 3 hours and 45 minutes. The airline is LAN Chile, and the flight number is JJ8147. And finally, a flight from Madrid to Milan, leaves Madrid at 15:55, arrives in Milan at 18:05. The flight is 2 hours and 10 minutes. It's on Iberia Airline, and the flight number is IB3254. All right, so you're going to listen to a conversation, booking a flight on the phone. And so before we listen, we're going to read the questions. At what time does the flight leave? What is the flight number? What is the destination? What is the name of the airline? And what is the expiration date of his credit card? So let's listen.
Hi, Carol. I'd like to book the 6:30 p.m. flight for tomorrow.
Which flight, Mr. Johns?
The Toronto, New York flight, tomorrow, 6:30 p.m.
Okay. Flight D301, Empire Airways.
Please.
Sir, can I get your credit card number?
Sure. 4564-8800-5328-7272.
And the expiry date?
September next year.
Thank you, sir. I'll send you an email with all the details in just a moment.
All right, now we'll listen again, point by point, and we'll fill in the answers.
Hi, Carol. I'd like to book the 6:30 p.m. flight for tomorrow.
Okay, so at what time does the flight leave? 6:30 p.m.
Which flight, Mr. Johns?
The Toronto, New York flight, tomorrow, 6:30 p.m.
Okay, so here, what is the destination? He said Toronto to New York, so the destination would be New York.
Okay. Flight D.
She gives the flight number.
301, Empire Airways.
Please.
Sir, can I...
And the name of the airline is Empire Airways.
Hi, Carol. I'd like to book the 6:30 p.m. flight for tomorrow.
Which flight, Mr. Johns?
The Toronto, New York flight, tomorrow, 6:30 p.m.
Okay. Flight D301, Empire Airways.
Please.
Sir, can I get your credit card number?
Sure. 4564-8800-5328-7272.
And the expiry date?
September next year.
Thank you, sir. I'll send you an email with all the details in just a moment.
All right, so now we'll listen again and fill in the gaps as we go along.
Hi, Carol. I'd like to book the 6:30 p.m. flight for tomorrow.
Which flight, Mr. Johns?
The Toronto, New York flight. Tomorrow, 6:30 p.m.
Okay, flight D301, Empire Airways.
Please.
Sir, can I get your credit card number?
Sure. 4564-8800-5328-7272.
And the expiry date?
September next year.
Thank you, sir. I'll send you an email with all the details in just a moment.
All right, so now use this information to make a flight booking. You can use this as a guide. If you want to know how to write your dialogue, you can use this one as a guide, but substitute one of these flights and the time, airline, and flight number for the information that's given. So just do that as practice. Write a little dialogue between the person making the booking and the person traveling. Well, that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please share, like, and subscribe. And also send me any questions or comments that you have in the comments, and I'll be glad to get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye.